are you doing today? It's Sarah from Rhubarb and Marilla Beans here. I'm going to do another video about shopping. I'm sorry if I've done too much, just don't watch it, that's fine. I just feel like shopping for food and everyday household items is something that we all do, and I get asked about it quite a lot. And often the idea that people have is that it takes a really, really long time to shop in a more sort of ethical, eco-friendly sort of way. Now, don't get me wrong, when you start to make changes, it does take longer because you have to think about it, but it's all about making new habits. And once you start making new habits and maybe actually become habits, it happens easily without having to think about it too much. Now, normally I shop in a mixture of different shops. So I buy some things from the local supermarket, things like tins of beans, spaghetti, tins of tomatoes, that kind of thing. Pick up a few fruit and vegetables that are unpackaged, and I then top up with lots of other sort of shops, like maybe going into the local fruit and veg shop. I go to a couple of zero waste shops. Neither of them are that close, so I have to go specifically to those shops, but I do it sort of if I'm around that area anyway, or sometimes just for sort of an hour or so, and go and stock up on quite a lot of things and just go every maybe 2, 3 or 4 weeks. Now, I haven't really been feeling like going recently, but I've been running down my cupboards until I've got very little of the sort of things that I buy from these shops. So I decided to do an online order instead. And I've used this company once before, I think it was about 18 months ago. I just haven't used them again because since then local shops have opened. But I thought I'd just open up my parcel that I've got today and show you the sort of things that can be bought without plastic from an online company. So, first of all, looks like it's in plastic. I think I might have seen this in the shops and assumed it was in plastic, but EcoLeaf toilet roll, it is in compostable wrap. It says on the back it's 100% compostable. It is biodegrade totally under non-toxic industrial composting conditions. Now that's really interesting because I've literally just read that out now as I'm talking to you, and the way I read it off the website was that it was home compostable. So I need to have a look at what it said and read. There's a lot of writing. Read all that properly, because it might be that actually this product is not a product I want to buy, because a lot of the compostable single-use products that you find, such as coffee cups that are compostable, often need an industrial composter because they need to get up to a really high temperature, not the sort of temperature that's going to ever occur in my home compost bin. So I'm not sure about these. I normally get paper wrapped toilet roll, but it does get shipped from China, so I have a bit of a problem with that. So that might not be the option that I was thinking was a good one. Let's see what else I've got. So I've got pasta, 1 kilogram of penne pasta, just in paper. I've got linseeds, which are quite good on cereal, or if you were to make like flapjacks or cereal bars, which I do very occasionally, but this will go on my porridge probably. Yellow split peas, or I tend to call them lentils, but I guess they're not. I use these quite a lot in cooking. I make a recipe called lentil bake, but it probably should be called split yellow pea bake. So I've got plenty of those. Sun-dried mango. Now this looks like plastic, but it is definitely a plant film that you can put in your compost bin. It says on their website that they've tried it themselves and it composts in home compost bins within about 12 weeks. And I've tried it in our bin. Like I say, I bought some products from them about 18 months ago, and I'm sure it's completely disappeared now. So I've got mango, raisins, apricots, tea, just as tea leaves. I nearly always drink tea leaves now. Quite often I buy them without any packaging at all from a zero waste shop, or I tend to buy just in Tesco's PG Tips tea leaves. What else? Pecan nuts, brown rice. They don't look very pretty, do they, in these packaging? You can't really see what they are. I have to read them all out to you. Sunflower seeds. Oh, haricot beans, red haricot beans. It said on the website these are a good British grown alternative to red kidney beans. So I haven't tried these at all yet, but I'm going to give them a go. Corn flour. Now, I had been recommending people buy corn flour from Lidl. If you are doing that and I've recommended it to you, I am sorry. But on further investigation, they are not plastic free at all. It said on the packaging that the corn flour from Lidl's was in a cardboard box, which it is, and the inside bag was paper. That's what it said on the packaging. So I've been doing that for a long time and actually been putting it in my compost bin, which obviously it wasn't going to compost down because the paper part was plastic lined. I only found this out because being a bit like obsessed with this sort of thing, one day I ripped the bag because I was like, are they sure it's paper? And I could see that it was a separate layer of plastic. So I've actually emailed Lidl and they've got back to me and they've confirmed that, yeah, it is plastic lined. So if you want to avoid plastic in your corn flour, don't buy it from Lidl's anymore. So I'm going to use this, which will last for ages. I actually mostly use it for making makeup products, so that's great. I got one of these washing up pads. I've tried them before, ages and ages and ages ago, before I was quite so into this eco-friendly living like I am now. I wasn't overly happy, so I'm not quite sure why I clicked on this. I think it's because I've been using the same metal scourer for washing up for ages. Like, I literally think I've had the same one for about 18 months. I obviously wash it out and let it dry completely, but it is starting to become unusable. So I thought I'll give this a go with a new, fresh attitude. I've just realised I'm showing you the back. Not that it matters that much. But this is completely biodegradable after use, so that's good. And one last thing. It's all packaged up. Can't really see it very well, but it's vegan mayonnaise. I'm not vegan, but I know I like vegan mayonnaise, so in a way I might as well just buy it because it has a lower impact on the environment. So between vegan and non-vegan mayonnaise, if I like both, I might as well go for the vegan option. All of this was just packaged in a cardboard box. The tape they've used looks like completely paper tape. It looks like the sort of tape I use, yeah, I think it is, to wrap up presents. So that is all completely plastic free. It came to a total of £38.13, and then it was £4.80 postage and packaging. It's not too bad. I think a few of the items are more expensive than they would be if I bought them in the supermarket, but they're not necessarily more expensive than the zero waste shops I've been using. And obviously I haven't had to drive there, I haven't had to pay for parking, I haven't had to pay for my petrol. So I'm okay with doing that from time to time. And I think some of this will last me, like the corn flour is 1 kilogram, that's going to last me a really long time. So I'm pretty happy with that. And that's just one way that I suggest that if you maybe aren't near a zero waste shop, or you find it difficult to go to one regularly, that perhaps something like this might suit you, and it means that you're using less plastic, or no plastic in this case, and you aren't relying heavily on supermarkets all the time. This is a small social enterprise, so I feel as well that my money is going to a really good cause. So I hope you found that useful. I'm not going to do any more videos, I don't think, about shopping for a while. I've kind of done a lot about that, but I hope you found some of them helpful. Let me know what you do and what's helpful in the comments. Okay, see you later. Bye.